Welcome to Dragon Ball Speak, a show where we summarize and review every episode of Dragon Ball Z, 3 episodes at a time, and we rate them each on a scale of 1 to 7 stars. We're available on Spotify, YouTube, and iTunes. We upload every single Monday. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon.
And I'm Wesley.
And this is Dragon Ball Speak, episode 12.
The grand fight is over.
Yeah, so the fight's over. How do you feel right off the bat with these?
With these 3 episodes?
Yeah, like, how did you feel going into them?
I gotta remember, what was last week was, Hero in the Shadows. That's Yajirobe. I didn't expect to see Gohan aping out, which I don't really know why I didn't expect that, because they made a point to point out that he has a tail still.
No, well, his tail grew back.
Oh, in between?
In these episodes.
Oh, okay.
Because remember Piccolo had ripped it off?
Yes. Yeah, no, I knew that, but I thought that Vegeta had seen it earlier, but I guess not.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I didn't expect that. But other than that, yeah, it kind of went the way I expected. I mean, that's the part of just knowing the pop culture of Dragon Ball Z is like I know that they're not going to kill Vegeta because I know that Vegeta is still a main character in the show. So it's like when it came time for him to die, I was like, oh, he's not going to die.
Right.
And then also the episode is named Mercy.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
I
maybe he was going to have mercy on them.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we start with episode 34, Krillin's Offensive. Originally translated to "Shoot Krillin, the energy sphere packed with hope."
Okay.
It's the 34th episode of the Vegeta saga in the uncut Dragon Ball Z. This episode first aired in Japan on January 31st, 1990, and then American air date was August 10th, 2005. So a whole 15 years later.
That's so nuts.
I know, isn't that crazy?
That's
that is
crazy.
Such a long time.
That's a whole damn kid.
Yeah.
Grown up.
Yeah. Okay, so episode starts off with Gohan getting rocked.
Yeah.
And then Krillin forms the Spirit Bomb, which we saw at the end of the previous episode.
Yeah, it was just like a recap on what we had seen, basically.
Mm-hmm. And he aims it at Vegeta. We cut to Kami House, where Chi-Chi continues to root for Gohan, and then sobs, and then...
It's so overplayed
they just do it
at this
so
point.
many
It's
times.
like, we get it.
If it was like once or twice, I wouldn't even mind, but it's so much.
I'm so tired of the whole Kami House situation, and the poor witch lady, Baba Yaga Maga Saga, like...
Yeah, that's her name.
She, like, didn't even want anything to do with this. She got pulled into it, and now she's stuck here with Chi-Chi, who's just being, like, really rude and aggressive to her. Yeah, she's breaking... Yaba Yaga Sama has one thing she likes in her life, and it's her crystal ball, and Chi-Chi is just doing everything she can to get in the way of that.
And we see her feet. Next episode.
Baba Yaga Saga?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's really weird.
I didn't even know.
They're shaking her around. Her feet are flying around.
Oh, that's when she says,
around.
my aching back.
Yeah.
Yeah. My aching back.
That was good. That was really good. Yeah, Baba has a hard time following their rapid movements. Gohan and Vegeta split up. Gohan launches a Masenko blast at Vegeta. He dodges it in the last second, and then we get a ton more Masenko blasts, one of which, whenever he does it the second time, I think, it shows the exact same animation for both him shooting the blast and Vegeta
My
dodging.
first note on this episode was quite a few bad frames of animation.
Yeah, there were some bad frames.
There was one where they cut to Vegeta in the sky, and they drew no detail on
Oh
him.
my god, wasn't
It
that
looked like
bad?
a clay model or
that
something.
That was weird. I think that's because he was like
it was
looking
only
for him, and then he saw him. And
it was a single frame, so it wasn't that bad. But like, I was like, "What?"
I noticed that too.
Dude,
it was weird.
They just drew his color palette.
He had no outline.
Yeah, and it was just like
I
missing
guess
all
that was
the detail.
probably intentional, but still weird.
I mean, probably less intentional because obviously it doesn't look good, and probably more of like this one frame we can get away with saving some time here.
Right.
But I noticed. I always notice.
I noticed that one too. That was bad. The rapid movements make it difficult for Krillin to aim the Spirit Bomb. So King Kai speaks to Krillin, telling him not to aim at Vegeta with his eyes, but to allow himself to know when the right moment is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the episode where we see Baba's feet.
Oh, you go.
I found my note.
Very concerned with the feet.
Yes, of course. So don't use your eyes. We get tons of blasts. Oh yeah, Vegeta starts to get angry and he shoots a ton of blasts at him.
Yeah.
Gohan's like running away, backing off. Super energy wave volleys, actually.
Oh.
He manages to stay ahead of the onslaught, and he's knocked against a rock. Krillin concentrates even harder, feeling out Vegeta's movements. And Vegeta rushes to Gohan to finish him off. But Just as Krillin is about to launch the Spirit Bomb, an impatient Yajirobe yells at him to get on with it and draws Vegeta's attention. It's as if they want you to hate the character.
They might.
Like, he did one good thing. Mm-hmm. 2 good things if you count these episodes.
Yeah, he does something good later.
But, damn, dude, I hate that crap. Just shut up.
He's so useless. And, like, he just sucks. He's also annoying as, like, a voice and...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he just sucks.
Vegeta calls him Tubby.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so Vegeta's running at Gohan. Yajirobe accidentally warned Vegeta because he's stupid. Mm-hmm. So the Spirit Bomb missed as Krillin was ready to launch the Spirit Bomb. And then it actually was at this point that the crystal ball exploded.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leaving everyone at Kame House clueless.
Yeah, it looked like Gohan was about to take something right to the face, and then the crystal ball is like
shatters. This is when Goku had like a telepathic message to Gohan.
Is that what this is? Is telepathy? I wrote down like what? How are they communicating? Because he does it with Krillin later too.
Piccolo has done this too.
Yes. Oh, Piccolo, I understand because he's got like the mind stuff. Like,
right.
But I mean,
I think it's just like they can do it like with chi. Like with the energy.
That makes sense.
I think it's just something they can do.
That's fine. Yeah.
You know, whatever. It's just they can just do it.
So yeah, he uses that to tell Gohan to bounce the Spirit Bomb back, and he's like, "You can do it. If you're pure, it only hits if you're evil."
Right. So it won't harm anyone who doesn't have any evil in their heart.
And of course we know that Gohan, being Goku's son, is likely just as pure of heart.
Yeah, even just from what we've seen of him in general. Yeah. He obviously has no evil in his heart at all.
Takes after his father.
What?
Takes after his father.
Oh my god! I had no idea what you said.
What?
I don't know.
What?
That was weird. Gohan puts his hands out and actually does bounce it back. The Spirit Bomb subsequently hits Vegeta and sends him back into the sky. Gohan and Krillin gather around Goku to rest since the battle is now over, or so they think.
Bum, bum, bum.
I like this little moment. Yeah, them sitting around joking. Goku finally lets out a breath.
Yeah.
Which I think was a cool scene. It's just like a short little scene because it shows like he's been so tense this whole time and like now he really believes it's over.
Poor guy.
At the Kame House again, fortune teller Baba attempts to repair her crystal ball as Bulma offers to take Chi-Chi to the battlefield so they can see what's happening.
Turbo glue.
With turbo glue. Why did they say it twice? What is it? And why did they say it twice? Yeah. Is that a thing?
No, I don't know. This episode brought to you by Turbo
Gorilla glue for crystal balls. Master Roshi offers to go as well. Rofi. And Korin for some reason.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Why was he there? First off, how did he get there?
And they didn't explain
He's a cat who lives on his tower.
Yeah, I wrote Korin returns for what?
Like, what did he add to that sequence?
And it's like, you think you might get some answers in the next episode or the one after that?
Hell no.
He's just
there.
He's just a part of the crew now.
I don't think he was there in the manga for that part, so.
Well, he's a part of the gang.
Yeah, surprising everyone with his entrance, including me. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
They all board Bulma's airship and take off in the direction of the battle. And then, Bulma's gets on Korin's bad side when she cluelessly compares him to an ordinary house cat, which is like...
Look like a cat, bro.
They're like, do you have any idea who he is?
Yeah.
It's like...
She probably doesn't.
He's at the top of, like, the sanctuary, which is below Kami's stuff.
Yeah. And he's also a part of a world that Bulma is not really in.
Exactly.
She has nothing to do with martial arts and all that.
Vegeta's body falls out of the sky and lands nearby, startling them. I think it's cool, dude. He just like
he just slams right in.
Yeah. Thinking he's dead, Yajirobe gloats. I wrote down the exact same thing. Yeah, he's alive. They're driving the plane. I didn't write that down, but Yajirobe's gloating about the victory, and Krillin's contemplating digging a grave for Vegeta. I guess we didn't get that.
No, we definitely did not get that.
Well, we got something else because that must have been in the Japanese version.
Interesting.
But Vegeta suddenly wakes up and injures Krillin as Yajirobe hides again.
Just a punch. Just punches
dude, right in the jaw.
Yeah, he's just like...
And he's just coughing blood after that. I thought that was sick. Like,
and
damn.
he's like holding his arm out after he punches him.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the Hulk in Thor.
Oh, yeah.
When he punches him and just holds his arm there.
Yeah, that's funny. That's in Avengers, though.
Yeah.
But he punches Thor. I knew what you meant. Okay.
I meant Hulk and Thor.
Oh, I thought you meant Hulk and Thor.
Oh, no.
We should look up that video.
Yes.
Hulk inside of Thor. Probably exists.
Hide the zucchini.
Yeah. What a terrible line. What a weird line.
Yeah, Avengers speak coming to you soon.
Avengers 2, Age of Ultron, Dragon Ball Z. But so yeah, Goku. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Vegeta is badly damaged and he's on the brink of passing out, but he forces himself towards Goku and Gohan with the intent of finishing them off. Bro, this guy is a tough mother sucker.
Yeah, what the heck? He just gets up, and later in the episodes, or in this episode, he gets up, and it's like, dude,
he's tough as nails, dude. It is crazy.
He's hurting now. He's hurting.
Oh, you can tell. He's like, we were at the point where they were at superhuman speeds, and now they're just like inching, barely moving towards each other. I love the battle damage, like. Goku, Vegeta, actually everyone at this point.
They're all just covered in blood.
Yeah, covered in blood, covered in scrapes, and clothes are all like torn to shreds. Vegeta's hair looks really bad in a couple of frames, but then it goes back to normal, or a couple of scenes. Like whenever he does this, he raises his hands up and does like this explosive energy blast of some sort, but he doesn't even have the energy to do all that. He was planning on killing them with that.
Yeah, but he didn't have it.
It just kind of knocked them around.
And then he was like, that's when he acknowledged, like, crap.
He's like, I think it might be over. Yeah, I got to finish this now. Desperate to stay awake, Vegeta flies over to Gohan, prepared to finish him off next, though he's stopped by a painful sight. Gohan's tail has grown back, and with the Blutz waves emanating from the power ball, he could transform at any moment. So what you were remembering was Vegeta actually making a note of the fact that Gohan did not have a tail. Where's your tail? They must have ripped it off or whatever. I'm pretty sure that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as that's the episode. Now, why Vegeta didn't just rip off the tail?
Yeah.
We will never know.
Apparently, it's very easy. It's like a little socket plug. Yeah.
Whenever freaking Piccolo does it to Gohan, it's just.
But I guess this one's
tough.
For plot armor reasons, is tough.
I think it's more like he grabbed it and then he got the slash on the back in the next episode.
That's true. Yeah, it's
more rather than him like holding it like that.
And speaking of the next episode,
I think Korin might have been there in the manga actually.
Really?
Because in the differences from the manga section, it doesn't say that Korin wasn't there. It just says that the Vegeta or the Bulma dialogue with Korin didn't happen. In the manga, so maybe he was there.
Interesting.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, he's pointless regardless.
Yeah, exactly. You were saying?
Mercy comes next. And what do you think this episode title means?
Yeah, so once again,
I guess
like
it's more ambiguous than other ones, but it's still like
it could have been like I said, maybe Vegeta like has mercy on them, but knowing his character, that would never have happened. So it's like, what's gonna happen.
And we find out later that that would not happen.
Yeah, he makes it very clear that will not happen. So this one's actually originally called Cause a Miracle, the Super Saiyan Son Gohan.
Okay.
It's the 35th episode of the Vegeta saga in the Uncut Dragon Ball Z series. This episode first aired in Japan, February 1990, American, August 11th, 2005.
I really like this episode.
I really did too. This was a super interesting writing and character driven episode.
Yeah.
At least for the second half. The first half was more like we've
seen it before. Just like it's a little bit more of their fighting, and then we see Gohan go.
But everyone's so petered out. Yeah, Gohan goes. He turns into the Uzuru, the Great Ape. Korin and them are in the plane. They have stupid dialogue. I love how good they are at showing. By this point, everyone is just so weak. Like, Krillin can't move. Gohan can't move. Goku hasn't moved in four episodes.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
Yeah, I love that when he's done, dude.
I don't even remember what happened to put him on his ass, but yeah, he's done.
The final thing he did was the Kamehameha, wasn't it?
I think so, maybe.
Oh, no. It was Vegeta turning into the ape and crushing his legs so he couldn't walk.
So all his bones are broken. That's it.
Yeah, he's just shredded, completely. Not in the shredded way, but in his body is shredded. So Korin continues to give Bulma directions to the battlefield, desperate for news as to whether Gohan is still alive. Chi-Chi's threatening Korin, blah, blah, blah. Who cares about that?
Just skip right past that Kame bullcrap.
But everyone's so weak. And then, Vegeta's... Yeah, so he's going to remove the Gohan's tail.
Yeah.
He's going to use energy to do it,
He's
right?
about to destroy it with his little lightning.
But then Yajirobe cuts into his back with his sword.
Son of a gun. Yajirobe is the true hero of the Saiyan saga.
Unfortunately, dude, if he wasn't there, it would be over.
Both times.
Yes.
It's 2 instances that he's saved the day.
Yep.
I'm starting to believe he's stronger than Goku.
He's an opportunist, at least. Goku's a little more simple-minded.
Yeah, head on.
Yeah. Vegeta's injured further. He falls to the ground, and he's like cursing Yajirobe for that. We see Yajirobe gloating, which is actually where I wrote that. But Vegeta rises again. He's walking towards him. Yajirobe's swinging the sword around.
Dude, absolutely missing. Vegeta's not even dodging. He's just walking. And stupid Yajirobe's like can't hit the mark. I hate him.
I hate him so much.
And then we get the gnarliest taint shot I've ever seen in any show.
Yeah, well, before that, we get a really sick, satifying kick to his face.
Yes, that is true.
That was such a cool shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it puts him right into taint mode.
Yeah, we get
the whole thing.
His taint. He's wearing like the sumo wrestler garb.
Yeah.
And
we get to see it from a close-up view, and then we switch to Krillin's view of the taint, and then we go back, and I believe Vegeta just starts fisting that thing, dude.
Yeah, he's fisting his asshole.
Yeah, obviously he's not, but like the way that they shot it was like it looks like he's just
they're 69ing, and he's just
he's going in. I respect it though. I mean, hey, they've been fighting, you gotta have a little pleasure.
Oh, it's probably stinky in there. This is after Vegeta calls him Tubby. But Goku sees the distraction as an opportunity. So for the last ditch strategy, knowing that Gohan, miraculously grew his tail back just like Goku used to do when he was young, he instructed Gohan with the telepathic message to look at the Power Ball. So I think this is the only time it's actually referred to as a Power Ball, because I had never heard that. But he does say Power Ball. Goku did.
And then he does. He stares at it real hard.
Yeah, he begins the transformation to Great Ape. I actually forgot this happened too.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? And then I was like, oh yeah. Which is funny because I literally just read this a couple weeks ago.
It comes from like a mile away too.
Oh yeah, it's the tail's back.
Yeah.
The thing's still in the sky. But I really like Vegeta starts panicking and trying to prevent the transformation by beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, he bounces from that taint and he's like, let me go and stop this. And he's just punching. And then he's like, oh no, it's too late.
Yeah.
And then we see Gohan go beast mode. Ape out.
Yep. He sure does. This is the first time we see Vegeta scared of really anything. Like, actually scared. He's like, oh, man, like, I'm screwed. He doesn't, like, accept defeat, but he knows that he needs to figure something out.
Yeah, he can't beat the ape, at least at this power level.
Right. So Gohan's approaching the friends, which is bad, with the giant rock, and he's going to kill them.
Yeah, because he doesn't. So he's not like a conscious ape like Vegeta was. And it says here that Gohan is slightly more easily reasoned with as a great ape than Goku, because he's half human. I don't know if that's confirmed or if that's just in this wiki. I don't know if that they didn't say translate that on screen.
And I would maybe accept that interpretation, but we've seen Vegeta talk as a great ape, so I don't know if I buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
But whatever. I mean, he is half human. So Krillin and Yajirobe cheer him on, so he directs his attacks towards Vegeta. Vegeta focuses all his power into staying clear of Gohan long enough to figure out a way to cut off the tail. But none of his efforts even slow Gohan down. He did punch him in the face, which was, but he finds the chance to remove Gohan's tail with one of his own Destructor Disc. So he copied Krillin's move.
Yeah.
But it actually worked this time.
Yeah.
It worked on Gohan.
But it doesn't matter anyway because
Gohan's
going to fall perfectly on top of Vegeta.
And just by blind luck, by the skin of their teeth, they win this battle.
It's so funny because Vegeta's like, the concept of like moving objects in mass and light in this show is odd. Because sometimes they're able to like dodge light beams, and then other times Vegeta's like looking up at this monkey's ass and he's like, I can't get around it.
Yeah, I would say it's probably just because he's so weak at this point, and he just fired a blast, which takes energy.
Yeah, and thank goodness that booty is right above him, because that's what, in the end, defeats Vegeta.
Yeah, just the momentum of Gohan being in the air after he got blasted. He falls. Dude, if there's so many instances in this battle where it's like, if not for this one thing,
they would have lost.
Everything would be lost.
Yeah.
But just by sheer luck.
Think that
and
booty.
The laws of physics. Yeah. Gohan booty crushes him.
And then we see Gohan booty.
Mm-hmm.
Not a great predicament for Vegeta to be in.
No, he's got a naked dude on him, naked
4-year-old
baby on him. Yeah, he's gonna get canceled. Okay, so yeah, he fails to get clear, and he's crushed. The last blow being more than he could deal with, Vegeta he finally accepts his defeat, and he activates his space pod to retrieve him using a remote control. In the ruins of East City, a number of radiation-suited investigators are gathered around Vegeta and Nappa's space pods, and the only thing left in the city. Those are the only things left in the city, and Vegeta's pod becomes active. We get a funny line.
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to pretend these don't exist. Huh? Krillin sees it approaching, and he realizes Vegeta's trying to get away. So we get this cool... I love this scene, dude. Like, this cool race between them. Two, like, half-dead dudes. People. Yeah, Krillin's, like, falling off the rocks.
Yeah.
Vegeta's crawling inch by inch. And, Vegeta's angered at himself for letting himself be defeated so badly. Krillin moves in with Yajirobe's sword, and then King Kai praises Goku and the others for fighting so well, but makes a remark about them not defeating the worst evil of all. Yeah, so he basically said, like, there's more to come.
Yeah, which is
I don't know how he would know that. I don't know if that's just a writing thing, but whatever. I mean,
I think that was just for the audience.
The show does have 240-ish more episodes. So.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean someone stronger's coming, dude. Gee, spoilers.
True. I mean, yeah. Well, he didn't say that.
No, I know, yeah. Somebody evil.
Vegeta's barely able to move, and he's unable to defend himself against Krillin's attack, but a telepathic plea from Goku stops Krillin just short of Vegeta's face. Dude, the writing and the voice acting in this episode is freaking awesome.
Yeah, it was sick.
So good.
It's exactly what you think Goku would say.
Yeah, but he makes a good point. It doesn't really specify what Goku was saying here. It just says that Krillin and Goku were arguing about it. But
it's basically just Goku saying, like,
right. It was a really cool little monologue.
Yeah, we can show him mercy and show him that he doesn't need, like, we can change him. Piccolo used to be the most evil person, and then look at him. He's on our team now, and even I think Krillin's the one that's like, he's on our team. And then and he does his best to convince Krillin, and Krillin's like
not wanting to do
switches at the very last second.
Yeah,
like, he was like
almost went for it anyway.
Because he's making some good points. He's like, dude, he killed all these people. Like,
he'll come back.
He's gonna come back. He's gonna fight again. And Goku's like, you gotta trust me on this. I'm a Saiyan. I know this stuff. And that's another thing he points out. He's like, I'm a Saiyan too. And
right.
He's a
so
Saiyan.
He's accepted his heritage.
Yeah.
That's the first time he's acknowledged it.
Yeah. And he's saying, like, he can switch, man. Just because he's like who he is doesn't mean that's who he has to be for the rest of his life.
Right.
And he lets him go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And
I will say,
tell me,
this is like the Batman Joker situation where it's like Batman won't kill Joker because he doesn't kill, but it's like that Joker's gonna cause a lot of problems because you're choosing not to kill, and it's like then you have the argument of like
how many people are dying because you aren't killing Joker.
Is it worth it? Like, is Goku inviting more challengers to Earth?
Right. How many people will die from that decision rather than one person dying from the other decision?
I mean, in this moment, Goku is making the right decision. He knows
he is. Yeah, he knows it. He's very, very confident.
Yeah.
Goku agrees. There's no guarantee that that's going to be the case with Vegeta. He's like, I don't know. He can't guarantee that he'll change like Piccolo did, but adds that seeing him so close to death makes him think what a waste it would be taking his life away, and that killing him would only show him the same anger and violence he embraces as his way of life, and instead wishes to expose him to the warmth of kindness and plant seeds of graciousness, mercy, and love in his heart, optimistic that they will one day grow. Yeah, very specifically in the manga, he does say something like, what a waste like it would be to kill someone so strong. And besides, this guy, we know nothing of his backstory or anything, but what if he's never even been shown kindness like this?
Mm-hmm.
So, plant those seeds. Like Goku says, Vegeta is the strongest opponent Goku's ever faced, and after some... Oh, he says, apparently, once again, mistranslation, I'm sure. He says, besides, Vegeta is the strongest opponent he's ever faced, and after some recovery and more training, his own Saiyan blood will yearn for a rematch.
Goku says, or he didn't say that in the show.
Right, so he does, though, I think. Like, that's part of it, too. In the manga, specifically, when I was reading it, he does say, like, what a shame it would be. And then, it's something along the lines of, like, plus, like, yeah, exactly, I'm going to want a rematch someday.
Yeah, which is stupid.
It is extremely stupid. Blah, 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 blah. Krillin feels he owes it to Yamcha, like we said, but reluctantly allows Vegeta to go, saying he hopes Goku's right.
And then Vegeta is immediately like, you idiots, just know I will go and get strong and get back to health, and then I'm going to come down and I'm going to torture you guys and make you suffer, and I will not show you the mercy.
And when you beg for mercy, I'll choke the life out of you as I stare into your eyes.
And it's like,
he laughs.
It's like, and Krillin's probably like, Goku, damn it.
Like, damn, dude, this guy is
he's straight up evil.
Yeah, dude, he's just evil.
He's a bad guy.
The only difference here is that the Great Ape Gohan is more extensive in the show than the manga counterpart, but
more extensive. Oh, like it's longer. It's like a longer sequence. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I really like this episode. It's my favorite episode of the bunch.
It says in the trivia, yeah, me too. The original Funimation dub of this episode is notable for its huge difference from the original Japanese broadcast and manga. Before Krillin gets the chance to kill Vegeta, Goku originally warned Krillin not to do his desire and challenge Vegeta again and prove his strength in battle. The dub changes this to create a more kind-hearted and merciful image of Goku, who spares Vegeta out of kindness.
It would definitely be, if I was Krillin and Goku was like, you got to keep him alive so I can rematch him. I'd be like, no, dude, I'm going to kill him. Like, I'm not going to keep this evil person alive just so you can fight him again one day.
Right.
So I'm glad. I think that's actually a fair change.
Right.
I mean, it is fitting of Goku's character to want to fight.
I think
Vegeta
there's kindness is implied in the original, but it's just, they take a little bit of liberty with it, I think.
Yeah.
But moving on to picking up the pieces.
I had a not great time.
Really?
I had a great time at the start, and then it just got worse, and I was like, okay.
I mean, it's just talking.
Yeah.
That's just the episode.
Well, I liked the beginning because, like, the beginning is, I mean, they're all kind of gathering their stuff.
Oh, yeah, I did think the beginning was stronger.
But then by the end, I was like, okay, this is a little in between for whatever's next.
Yeah, like, there's some important plot stuff going on, but it is definitely a little boring. Mm-hmm. Krillin carries Gohan over to Goku. Bulma's airship arrives, and when they land, Chi-Chi bursts out and snatches up her son, of course, ignoring Goku. This episode's the one that really cements for me, like, I just hate Chi-Chi. What an awful character.
This one also cemented how much I hate Yajirobe because they used him as, like, actual comedic.
Hey, what about me?
And it was like, okay, now if this is what we're doing with Yajirobe, just get rid of him. Just throw him out the ship.
Right. Master Roshi and Bulma attend to Goku. I really like, I like how Krillin's like, just go to Vegeta. We get a really bad shot of Goku where his eyes are going.
No, I didn't
Dude,
notice.
it is like, I was like, what the hell?
Dang it, I missed it.
He got hit in the head a little too hard. Yeah, he looked really stupid.
Post-fight glow.
Yeah, we had the funny Chi-Chi moment, but damn it. And I love, Goku's true friends like Krillin, Bulma, Roshi are checking up on him, making sure he's okay.
And we get a pretty sad scene with Bulma because she's like, but Krillin's like, Yamcha's dead. Mm-hmm. And she's like, no, I know.
Dragon Balls aren't going to work.
Like, okay, she's like been through this in her head already. And really it's just that she's like, okay, I get it. Like, we're done. We can't talk about this right now.
Right, exactly.
And then they bring it up again and then she kind of loses it and is like, yes, I know. Stop talking about it, please. And I was like, oh, it's actually pretty heartbreaking. She's going through it.
Yeah.
And then we get like a flashback of Yamcha and her, and it was
cool.
Like really cool sequence of events.
Yeah. She wishes Yajirobe was dead instead of.
Don't we all?
Yeah, me too. That would have been freaking sick.
Yes.
Korn breaks up the argument and reminds them they need to get Goku to the hospital. Which is funny because I don't think Goku's ever gone to the hospital before.
He probably doesn't even know what that is.
Right, because they're out of sensu beans. Really, there's not a whole lot to even talk about. No,
it's just somber. They're picking up the bodies and like.
I do like the title, picking up the pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how Vegeta's artificial moon burns itself out, kind of symbolic of the fight. Mm-hmm. Krillin guides them back to where the bodies of their fallen comrades lay, and he tells Bulma not to cry, and he kind of is thinking out loud that there's a really small chance that they may be able to actually resurrect their friends. Mm-hmm. He doesn't elaborate yet, but they do recover the bodies into, I guess those like refrigerated coffins is what it says. Yeah. They grieve. Bulma, thinks about the happy times she spent with Yamcha, which is kind of like the memories that you mentioned. Mm-hmm. And then Krillin reflects on how the other three lost their lives. So we get kind of a recap on their deaths. It's sad. It's a sad sequence. So Bulma prods Krillin to explain what he was saying earlier. And he tells about how the Saiyans first learned of the Dragon Balls on Earth through Raditz's scouter. Mm-hmm. That's how this whole thing started. After wiping out the planet, they would seek to have their own wishes granted with them. When they arrived on Earth and saw Piccolo, they recognized him as being from planet Namek, shocking the others with the revelation that Piccolo and Kami were aliens as well. They initially decided
Again, that was so funny to me.
What?
Just that he's an alien.
Oh.
It's like, no shit. He's green.
He's green with antennas and
Yeah.
yeah. And he spits out eggs. His dad spit him out as an egg.
All right.
Yeah.
Very intelligent.
Right. Yeah, so when they arrived on Earth and they saw Piccolo, they recognized him as a Namek. They initially decided to let Piccolo live, believing he could lead them to the Dragon Balls. And Krillin relates how during the battle, Vegeta said that if they went to the planet Namek, there would be more powerful Dragon Balls there.
Yep. And then they were like, all right, let's kill him.
Right, so they decided, they were going to kill him anyway, but Gohan remembers them having said that Namekians have the power to fabricate the mysterious balls, and that if someone can somehow get to Namek, they can use those Namekian Dragon Balls to wish everyone back to life. Everyone jumps at this news except for Bulma, who points out that they don't even know where the planet's supposed to be. So throughout this sequence, they're basically just working out how they would get to this planet to begin with. Goku's solution...
Take a pod.
God, yeah. This Diet Dr. Pepper is slapping me. Goku's solution is to talk to King Kai, who congratulates them, and then they talk about how remarkably powerful Vegeta was, with the Kaioken ×4 and Spirit Bomb not being enough to defeat him. King Kai basically tells them where the planet is.
Yeah.
904 5XY, whatever that's supposed to mean.
Duval.
So Roshi takes the wheel. And we get just a dump. 3 paragraphs here.
We could probably just summarize that and say that.
Summarize it to Planet Namek was beautiful, much like Earth, but a catastrophic event changed the climate, took a toll on the planet. King Kai. Namek recovered over time, but King Kai fears that the inhabitants did not survive. Later on, finding out that 100 of them are alive or so.
Yeah. Which is good. And then they're like, okay, well, this is still going to be tough. We can't fight 100 Piccolos. And then we find out that Nameks are actually peaceful people, and that Piccolo was the outlier because he was raised on Earth.
Demon King Piccolo, yeah.
Yeah, he was raised on Earth and saw the evils of a man, basically, and that's what kind of turned him into who he is, or who we know him as. So yeah, for all intents and purposes, the Nameks are nice people, and we'll just hand over the Dragon Balls. But something tells me that's not going to happen.
We'll see. Korn speculates that from what King Kai says, the disaster he spoke of likely explains why Kami came to the Earth in the first place, and that because so much time has passed, maybe Kami forgot about his former life on Namek. Supposedly, his people sent him to Earth during that horrible disaster so that at least one of their kind would survive, maybe. Yajirobe then asked why the Namekians would not try to save their own planet if they had their own set of Dragon Balls. Master Roshi then suggests that the reason why they didn't is because they couldn't, because we just recently discovered that the dragon isn't all-powerful, the Dragon Balls are tied to the one who created them, and that the wish that exceeds their maker's powers cannot be granted. Like when they tried to wish the Saiyans away.
Save the planet, then the Dragon Balls can't save the planet.
Exactly. King Kai reveals to everyone great news. He found the Namekians. There's over 100 of them. They're thriving. Yeah, and like you said, they are explained to be nice. Piccolo wasn't born evil, but his heart was corrupted by the evil of man.
Yep. And then they're like, all right, let's go.
Master Roshi's ecstatic, but Bulma reveals, they are like, yeah, let's go. But Bulma reveals it would take 4,339 years to get there.
Yeah.
Great. Everyone's stunned. King Kai's out of ideas. And then Krillin admits that Bulma's right, but what if they used a Saiyan spaceship?
Of which there's only one
But Vegeta
left.
already left on his own. So yeah, and they would only fit one person. But he knows that Nappa had a ship of his own for that reason. Goku agrees, recalls Raditz having one, but remembers that Gohan destroyed it.
And then we get a really weird sequence of events. This is when Krillin pulls out the thing. He's like, oh, Vegeta used this thing earlier to call his ship. And then he's like pressing on it, and then he like smiles, and everyone's like, ah, like happy and stuff.
And they all start laughing.
And then they stop, and then they just point, and they all go like, it was really weird.
Yeah, they're all like, to Planet Namek, and then they start laughing again just because it's ridiculous.
And then it was like, I was like, what is the tone? What are we doing here? What is this?
They're laughing because there's hope.
Oh, well, it played weirdly.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Why are they doing this? But cool, hope. Okay. What's that? It's hope.
The edited the S means hope or whatever. The edited version of the dub removes the scenes showing the bodies of the fallen fighters being loaded into freezing pods.
Weak. Just kidding. but most of those bodies are probably real messed up.
Hmm.
Except Yamcha's, who somehow is still intact, even though he got blown up.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the original title for this one was We're Off into Space. The Planet of Hope is Piccolo's homeland.
Okay. I like that one.
Yeah, so that's that. That's it. So, yeah, what's next? We're at the end of the Saiyan arc, or Vegeta Saga, I guess it is technically.
Yeah.
And now we have at the beginning of this episode, we have no idea what's coming next. Now we have maybe a glimmer of what their new goal might be.
Another adventure.
This time maybe off planet. Give me your scores.
Episode 34, Krillin's Offensive. I gave a 5 out of 7 stars because I really liked it.
Nice.
And I like the part where Gohan shoots back the spirit bomb because he's pure of heart.
Uh-huh.
And I like that. I also like the part where Korrin comes in.
Yeah, that was very relevant. I gave it a 4.
Okay.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Standard
4's above
episode.
average, yeah, but it's 3 would be below average. 4's good. I liked it. Yeah, I love the plot progression, and it's a good episode.
Continuing
You
the
get
fight.
some good stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Episode 35, Mercy, I gave a 6 out of 7 stars because I really enjoyed almost everything in it. Even, the ape out scene, which I'm going to just call aping out.
You do that. You do.
From this point on. It was cool, but it's definitely something we've seen. Like, it's a little tiring at this point because it's the same thing. But it is cool still to see, and it's cool that is how slim their chances were of winning the fight. And then the second half is where we get the really cool communication between Goku and Krillin and all that, which is like one of my favorite like little sections of dialogue in the show.
That was a really good exchange.
Yeah,
I really like that part. Yeah, that was such a good part. And you don't really know if Vegeta. I guess you know that Vegeta won't die there, but you don't, and you don't know.
You wouldn't have back then, yeah.
Right, and Krillin respects Goku enough to listen. No, I give it a 5 out of 7 because I really liked it too. It wasn't quite a 6 for me, I guess, but I really liked this episode. I love these characters so much.
Yeah.
Really, really good writing and animation towards the end of the episode, especially between the characters. And Vegeta's he gets the final word.
Yeah.
He survives, and he's gone.
And then he's an asshole.
When are we going to see him again? Who knows? Are we going to? Who knows?
And then episode 36, Picking Up the Pieces, I gave a 3 out of 7 stars because it started off really good, but the second they were all on the ship together, I did not enjoy the show much anymore. It was cool finding out the information, but that didn't make me enjoy the episode any more or less. And I really hated the last sequence was really weird to me. It just came off as really weird where they're like,
I gave it right. Yeah, I can see that. I gave it a 4. I could see it being a 3. We got the first half, like you said, I think was better when they're picking up the pieces, so to speak. But the second half being just a huge dialogue heavy, it's just low cost.
They were like, we need to get ready for the next episode, and they're like, okay, well, how about we just explain what's going to happen soon?
Right, and of course, in a comic book, you can do that in a lot less time.
Yeah.
So of course, it's a little more natural in the comic. But yeah, okay, that's it. That's our scores. Tell me, just give me a prediction or two. I want to know what you think is going to happen.
So next up is, I actually really don't know because I was while we were watching these episodes and they kept mentioning how the Dragon Balls were gone. I was like, oh yeah, shit, that's like the name of the show. Like, what are they gonna do? Are those done with? So it's interesting that there's somehow gonna be brought back into the fold. I'm excited to see how that plays out. I'm excited to see other Namecs because I didn't really know that they were a race like that, like a whole planet
This
full of them. It's
the first time we really learned that.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm excited for some Oolong action, I hope. I don't know where he's at. I don't know why they would not bring him with them. He's the smartest person in the group, so it's weird that he's not in the ship and that Yajirobe is. But yeah, I'm going to predict that Goku goes Super Saiyan in this next season or whatever. I guess we're technically not through with the season, so they might finish up this.
The season, there's no seasons.
Saga.
That's a localization thing.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I guess Saga. I mean, whatever.
Next week, Goku goes Super Saiyan, confirmed.
We'll see. Maybe. We know. Yeah, in the hospital.
If I say that every week, I'll be right.
One time, maybe someday.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think is gonna happen?
I think that Emperor Pilaf,
bro, don't tease me like that,
is going to become ruler of the world.
My boy. My boy.
Yep. Okay. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm sure it wasn't like anything about
I was just going to say my boy again.
Okay, good.
3 times,
All right. Well, what's gonna happen next time? Vegeta's alive. What's gonna happen with him? Are they gonna go off-world to Planet Namek? Will it take 4,000 years? Does Goku go Super Saiyan next week like
Yes.
Goku, like Wesley predicts? I
Like
just
Goku
called you
predicts.
Goku. Goku is predicting it. Or will Goku go to the hospital? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Speak. All right.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang.